Today I'm transforming my beautiful Berlingo into my dream camper with this compact DIY box. It's not only a bed but also a storage system for all my gear and cooking essentials. Let me show you how we made it. Hello, I'm Ruben, a creator that makes camera-related content. I've been dreaming of making more travel content. To make that happen, I decided to turn my car into a camper, giving me the freedom to create wherever I go. A bit of backstory: as a freelancer, I rely heavily on my car for work. When the time came to buy one, I didn't go for a flashy sports car, but for my dream car, the Berlingo.
I know there's a world outside, but right now it's you and me. Just you and me, baby.
I joined some Facebook groups about the Berlingo to learn how others transform it into a camper. Many people made or bought a box that turns into a bed. That looks like the perfect solution for me when I want to create content on the go or have a job very early or very late. So once I got the car, I knew what to do: build myself such a box. Step 1, find a handy sibling with the right tools. That's what I did. I'm not sure if I helped, was his cameraman, or made it way more time consuming to make. So, sorry bro? First, we had to choose a type of wood and we went for this beautiful plywood. We cut it to size and began constructing the frame. We added side handles to make it easy to carry. And now for the layout. Small drawers for my camera gear, a big cabinet in the middle, a small cabinet and a drawer with a cooking fire. I already found a camping stove online, so we knew the right dimensions. My brother made a retractable shelf that I can use when I'm working or cooking behind my car. The mechanics are simple, but it worked even better than expected. Next, we constructed the drawers. It's the perfect size for small stuff and gear like my camera body or lenses. I want to customize a gear drawer with a protecting foam later. We had to look for the right rails. I wanted to be able to pull the drawers out till the end, especially for the cooking fire. And, of course, it had to be strong enough to carry the weight as well. Then we made some holes in the sides of the big cabinet so I can put the shelf higher or lower when needed. We found out that the depth is perfect for 2 of these boxes. So with the shelf in the middle, I could fit up to 4 boxes in there, which is super useful no matter what I need to take with me. It was time to make a cover for the drawers. We went for a hole to open them because there is no space left for any knob if I want to be able to close the trunk of my car. We chose piano hinges. They're the most space-efficient option since nothing sticks out. We went for magnets to keep the doors closed by themselves. And then, finally, something I do better than my brother: unboxing. This is the cooking fire I bought. It has 2 fire pits that work on gas cartridges. That way it takes up as little space as possible without losing functionality. Time to see if it actually fits. Perfect. My brother made 2 cutting boards to cover up the stove. I can take them off and use them for cooking, but if I leave them on, I can use it as a small shelf. The camping stove comes with this foldable windshield. We cut it in half because that's enough to cover it. And if I put those next to the fire, it's perfect to keep that in place while driving as well. Of course, I need to be able to operate it, so we cut 2 holes to make that possible. And just to make sure that the stove stays in place, we added 2 small slats to the bottom of the drawer. And now for the most boring part: sanding everything. Blowing the dust away and finishing the wood with a protective layer. Now it's time to check if it actually fits in the car. That was the good news, but the bad news: back to varnishing. With the box complete, it was time to focus on the bed. arguably the most important part of the setup. The piece I'm sleeping on was pretty straightforward. The base had to click in the back of the box, but also in the back of the seats. There's a small hole in there, so my brother made sure that it would fit on that. He cut away as much wood as possible so it was lighter without losing strength. We made some holes in the bed so that would be lighter as well. Finally, the moment is here to try the full setup. Let me quickly show you how it works. To have a comfortable bed, I have to collapse the front seats. So my brother made the system that's retractable for the last part. That way I don't have to take the entire setting down every time I need to use the car. The moment of truth. Subscribe if you want to see if it all works, because in one of my next videos I'll take it on the road for a test run. Can't wait to try it out.